MacArthur returns to the Philippines, as he said he would. Returns with the greatest ocean-going armada in history. MacArthur, with his Air Commander Lieutenant General George Kenney, they're off the Philippines, and warships bombard the Japs on shore. Rockets go streaming, warship rocket fire in the mighty bombardment. Gleaming tracers line into Jap positions. The landing after the devastation of the bombardment encounters only light opposition, and the amphibious forces push ashore on the island of Leyte in the central Philippines. Nearly 3 years ago, the Japs struck at the Philippines with an invasion that culminated in the heroic and hopeless defense of Patton and the atrocities the Japs inflicted on prisoners afterward. Now Patton is being avenged. Arriving aboard ship and landing with the invasion troops, General MacArthur goes ashore with Philippine President Osmeña, successor to the late President Quezon, who figured prominently in Philippine loyalty to America. Osmeña comes to re-establish the legal government in the islands. When General MacArthur left his command of Patton by presidential order, he gave the solemn promise, "I will return." Now he tells the Philippine people, "I have returned." And he has, as graphically shown in these historic motion pictures of MacArthur's return. Shortly after this, a Jap bullet from a plane missed him by a few inches. MacArthur, in personal command of the operation, directs the advance from the beachheads, the push inland to overcome heavy Jap opposition when the enemy has rallied. The conquest of Leyte will cut the Philippines in two, a highly strategic invasion. Filipinos, their guerrilla forces have been fighting the Japs. Now even the youngest generation seems to realize that the friendly Americans have returned. At the provincial capitol building, General MacArthur decorates a Philippine Patriot fighter, and the American flag, the stars and stripes, are seen in the Philippines once again.
General Eisenhower at the battlefront, commanded by General Patton. Heavy fighting rages here in the section near Metz, and the Allied commander inspects Third Army troops. In one violent clash, a strategic town held by the enemy is blasted to wreckage. Army Signal Corps film picturing the havoc of gunfire and accurate hits. Athens, ancient site of classic civilization. Now the Hellenic Premier has re-established the government of Greece in its capital city after 4 years of Nazi tyranny. British military forces, aided by Greek patriot fighters, have liberated Athens. The hated invader has fled. Picturesque guerrillas, who in the hills fought the Germans, have their day of glory. Historic Athens has known many a great day, but never any more jubilant than this. The flag of Greece returns to the capital of Greece, and at the famed Acropolis there's a military ceremony as the national emblem is raised over a liberated nation. The Submarine spies a life raft on the sea and rescues American flyers who came down by parachute near the great Jap base at Truk. Many were picked up by a plane which has now been forced down, and these, filmed by the Navy, find safety aboard the Submarine. Airmen who in a devastating bombing assault against the Japs at Truk were shot down. Now they're okay in a brilliant exploit of rescue. The submarine Tang, cruising to within gunshot range of the big enemy base, picks up 22. The plane is destroyed by gunfire. After hard rescue flying, it broke down, and here it's burned and sunk to keep it from being taken by the Japs. An amphibious force mops up in the islands of the Palau group. The Marines drive forward against the Japs, and there's a sharp fight. A Jap flees and is shot. That enemy soldier, a prisoner, advises the Japs in a dugout to surrender. He convinces them, and out they come, giving up. Many Japs prefer to die, having been made to believe that the Americans will torture and kill them. Marine Corps film shows how these, assured that they'll be treated well, prefer to surrender.
These are Army Signal Corps and Air Force pictures of a USO camp show bringing Hollywood to the boys in the South Pacific. But look who's here, Bob Hope.
I just want you boys to see what you're fighting for, that's all.
Then a jungle fighter shows Bob a trick. Now you grab his hair, Bob. Oh, yeah? A grapefruit has more hair than that honeydew head. The boys love autographs of Francis Langford and Patty Thomas.
Anybody care for an autograph? Autographs? Autograph, please.
Yeah, they love autographs of Francis Langford and Patty Thomas. So Bob dots Kelowna's GI.